Hello and welcome to Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles. Now for this first episode, we actually do not have a live battle. We have a recorded Wi-Fi battle. Long story short, the day I'm recording this, I was planning on doing a stream in the evening. However, I got a little caught up because I was watching Nips' stream, which if you have not checked out Nips, let's see, I believe his Twitch is NipsX and his YouTube is also NipsX. Just search for him. You probably know him already, but he's awesome. Anyway, I got on his stream and I was able to do a Wi-Fi battle against him. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I kept the recording in the battle video. So while normally I will not be doing the recordings and doing a recap, I will do live battles, live recordings. But I figured this was a special one, and it would be a cool way to start off my series with a battle against Nips. Before I get into the battle video, let me just show you real quick. You can see the panel below, the team that I'm using, but I'm gonna go over here. Well, I guess I should just go to teams. I think I can look, yeah. Alright, so, we have Hokuroso, the Minior, with Shell Smash, Stone Edge, Acrobatics, and Stealth Rock. Impish Nature with Shields Down. You are, I believe, Max Defense and Max HP. Yeah, Max Defense, Max HP with a tiny little bit of Special Defense. In retrospect, I probably could have just kept the Max HP and bumped him up in maybe Attack. But it is what it is. He ended up working out pretty well once I got the right moveset on him. And all these Pokemon I have here are not great IVs. Okay, Silvala's got pretty good IVs. And these guys have decent IVs, but I don't have any 6 IV Pokemon yet, or 4 or 5. I'm working on that. But for now, this team did pretty good. So anyway, let's go back to our team. We have Bubble Buddy, one of my favorites, the Araquanid. A Pokemon I completely ignored in the main story, but it's a really great Pokemon. Impish Nature, Max Defense, Max HP, with a teeny little bit, the little extra 4 effort value points into Attack just for a little extra punch. With leftovers, with a great moveset of Lunge, Liquidation, Leech Life, and Toxic. Now, for those of you who don't know about the Water Bubble ability, it lowers the power of Fire-type moves and prevents the Pokemon from getting burned. It also doubles the power of Water-type moves, so it's very... I forget whether it's double or 1.5, but it's basically like having Rain Dance up, but just for you. Plus you can't get burned, which is awesome. Next we have Claire, the Kamo-O. I'm not sure about the whole set I'm running on her, but she's pretty decent. She can take a hit pretty well. Got the Assault Vest with a Brave Nature, Max Attack, Max Defense with a little bit of HP. Oh, let me go back in there. Well, you can see her moveset. Anyway, Clanging Scales, Sky Uppercut, Poison Jab, and Dragon Claw. Clanging Scales was kind of there for Battle Royals because it's an attack that hits everybody, but it's a special attack, and it lowers your defense after you use it, so it's kind of weird. At least I'm pretty sure it does. Let me look at that again. Yeah, it's kind of like Close Combat, but it's special, and it's attacks multiple enemies and your defense goes down. Anyway, so we have Silver the Silvally rocking the Electric Memory. So Electric type here. We got Electric type multi-attack with U-Turn, Ice Fang, and Iron Head. Iron Head just for some extra Fairy and Ice coverage. Ice Fang to get rid of those pesky ground types. U-Turn in case I need to switch out. And of course multi-attack signature move. Let's see, I am Adamant, Max Attack, Max Speed. So we got a classic sweeper set with the extra 4 going into HP. Next we have Turtonator, which you'll see in my battle. I'm really not sure how to use her yet. We have Ha-Cha-Cha, the Turtonator. The reason I call her Ha-Cha-Cha is because there was this old-time actor, I think his name was Jimmy Durant, and he had a big nose like that, and he was famous for saying Ha-Cha-Cha, or whatever. And I couldn't name this one Jimmy because she's a girl, so I named her Ha-Cha-Cha. Anyway, not sure what moveset I could run on her right now. I'm still trying to figure that out. Got Protect, Shell Trap, Dragon Pulse, Will-O-Wisp, Max Special Attack, Max HP with a little bit of defense. She's got pretty good stats. And she's got the red card on there. again, you'll see in the battle, my red card, I actually didn't know what item to put on her, and I forgot that I had the red card on there just for fun. It actually ends up being kind of interesting. So, and last but not least, we have another one of my favorites, Peekaboo the Mimikyu, Jolly Nature, for a little punch and speed, but only got 4 EVs of speed investment. The rest goes to attack and HP because Mimikyu's got some decent bulk and can hit pretty hard, especially with this moveset. We got Leech Life, Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, and Play Rough. Let me tell you, in Battle Royals, a lot of the times the other Pokemon don't necessarily focus their energy on attacking you, so Mimikyu can stay behind its disguise and get like 2, sometimes even 3 Swords Dances off, and just kind of sweep through things with Shadow Sneak, and even if it's not a one-shot, you can like pick off Pokemon that are about to die and get kills that way, so that is a really good way. Mimikyu is a really good way to rack up some battle points in Battle Royal. Anyway, got the Wide Lens just to add that extra accuracy to Play Rough, because it's kind of annoying when you're counting on a Play Rough and it misses with that 90% accuracy. But the other thing I was running on Peekaboo here was a Muscle Band, because she has all physical attacks, but right now Play Rough. And I explained Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Leech Life is just... it doesn't really add any coverage that he doesn't already have, other than, I guess, Grass. But it is an option for bringing back health. You might want to run... I mean, you could run Shadow Claw for more powerful stab, or you could run Pain Split for a recovery option. That's up to you. But anyway, this is our team. That's enough of the long explanation. You know, I won't always have these long explanations, but I figured first time I'd show you the team I'm working with. I want to add a Alolan Ninetales, and I did get an Ice Stone for my Ninetales, or for my Vulpix, but... oh, the battle videos are stored on the SD card, so that is interesting. I'm gonna have to, figure that out. Alrighty, guys. So, normally we'll be able to do live battles. But, anyway, the last little bit about the Alolan Vulpix is I just need to figure out, oh, I don't need to figure anything out. Well, I need to get better IVs on it, but also I just realized you could breed Moonblast onto Vulpix, and that's it. You can breed Moonblast onto Vulpix, and I did not get Moonblast on my Vulpix, so I'm gonna have to do that before I use up the only other Ice Stone I have right now on it. So, as for that, I guess I will cut and see you later, and when I get the SD card switched over. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so unfortunately, I got the SD card out, and then I needed an adapter. I'm like, oh shoot, I need an adapter. So I searched through stuff and I found my micro SD adapter. I'm like, okay, cool. I put it into my recording DS, I fired it up, and it still didn't read the videos off the SD card. So I really want to feature this video, this battle, on my channel. So I'm gonna have to do this the only way I really can, I guess, which is to show you like this, really ghetto, old-fashioned way. So, we're gonna make things a little bit better, though. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the light. I got my Litten shirt on, by the way. Brand new. Alright, so we're gonna turn off the lights here. Nice and spooky. So that we can see this better, I'm gonna crank the volume up. Let's see how this looks. Alright, well, I mean, you'll be able to see what's going on, I guess. Let's see, what am I catching in the reflection? I'm reflecting the computer screen, I guess? Alright, I'll hold it like that. Okay, so just so you know, that this is not the way that these videos will go normally, because I'll do them live, and so we don't have to worry about which DS it's on or whatever. But again, this was fun. I battled against NiPPs, so I think that's awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and play it, and I'm gonna try to give you the play-by-play of what was going on there. I'm gonna go and play. Alright. I can't hold this thing steady. Okay, we're challenged by Sir. He leads with Delta, his Delmise, and I figured I would lead with Peekaboo, because Peekaboo's a decently safe lead for any Pokemon. So pretty much my only strategy with Peekaboo here is to go Swords Dance and I'll get at least one Swords Dance off. You're guaranteed with Disguise, which he's going to break with Gyro Ball. Our Disguise is busted, but we're at +2. So now we can start Shadow Sneaking things. Now I actually, Nibs had a Drampa, or Drampa, whatever, and I forgot he could have switched into that, but he didn't, so he goes for another Gyro Ball that's going to hit really hard, but not quite take us out, because we got some decent investment going on there, but we are pretty close to the end. So I'm going to try and Shadow Sneak again, because I figure, again, not thinking about the Drampa, but I'm thinking, I don't know what's about all I can do. Oh no, I went for Leech Life, right. Because I figured, well, I might as well get a little bit more HP back, and so I did. So we got one down on our side. Next we have an Alolan Ninetales. Now this Pokemon potentially gave me the most trouble out of his team, because I didn't have a great answer for it. It goes for Ice Shard. I let it take me out because I figure there's no need to save Mimikyu anymore, so poor Peekaboo has to go down. It is Life Orbed. So now we send out Silvally because, I don't know, we have Iron Head. I figured that's a good thing. He switches out, he doesn't know I have Iron Head, but he switches out anyway to Drampa. So we're gonna get an Iron Head off. I reveal that. It does a decent little chunk. So I have Ice Fang. I figure I'll go for it because I know Drampa's especially defensive. And it does a good chunk of damage, but it does trigger his Berserk, so he's at +1 right now. And his Citrus Berry goes off, so he's getting more health back. Not enough for us to trigger Berserk a second time, though. And he's gonna go for a +1 stab Hyper Voice. That does a crazy amount of damage, but we're alive. So next thing I do is go for the U-turn. I don't think I could have taken him out. Well, maybe I could have taken him out with an Ice Fang in retrospect, but I did not want to risk the miss. So I went into Minior. I figured that I could at least resist one hit from Hyper Voice because we resist it. It was still a little bit of a gamble, but we actually took it very well. So I figure I'm going to use this chance. I'm not going to bother with Shell Smash. I'm going to get Stealth Rocks up because that'll be crucial for his team and for the Ninetales especially. So we get that off. And Drampa goes for Roost, which I think, okay, that's fine. That gave me a free Stealth Rock, so I'm going to go Shell Smash now. So I do the Shell Smash, and again, I have the White Herb on this thing, so its lowered defenses will be restored thanks to the White Herb. The problem with Minior is you have to be careful that before you use Shell Smash, you don't run into a Pokemon that has, like, Intimidate or something, or that uses Icy Wind, because then it'll use up your White Herb. But we take, again, that Stab Hyper Voice really well, because we're at normal defense, and we get the shields down. So we have shields down, which is effectively +2, +2 from Shell Smash, plus the doubled power of Acrobatics because we used our item. We just missed the kill. That Drampa's on like 1 HP, I think, and he goes for the Glare. I don't think he was expecting to live that, because he could have roosted. But he goes for the Glare, and I'm thinking I'm still faster than it, so fortunately we don't get fully paralyzed, and we're able to take out the Drampa, which is good, because with Mimikyu gone, we didn't have a great answer to it. Now the Ninetales comes back, the bane of our existence. At this point, I figure, okay, you know what, Hoku, you've done enough. You've done awesomely, in fact, and those Stealth Rocks are going to be really useful. Took a big chunk out of Ninetales' health, so I just let him go down. And so next thing I do is I send out Ha-Cha-Cha, because I'm not sure what else to do. That's when I remember that I didn't quite figure out this guy's moveset, and since Ninetales only goes for special attacks, like, it wasn't going to go for an Ice Shard. So I couldn't set a Shell Trap, and the only other attacking move I had was Dragon Pulse, which wasn't going to affect it. So I just kind of scouted out with Protect, and then I think I went for... what did I go? I went for Will-O-Wisp, but we activate the red card, which in all honesty, I completely forgot I had on that thing. And we get Zygarde 10% to come out. So this ends up, this is something that kind of happens accidentally, because again, I did not remember I had the red card. But this is kind of good. We get the Will-O-Wisp off on the Zygarde, which is helpful. So I figure, alright, you've pretty much done your job, Ha-Cha-Cha. I don't really mind if you go down, because I don't have a great moveset on you just yet. Shell Trap is kind of cool, but it's so circumstantial that I should probably have Flamethrower on it as well, because of those fairies that can resist Dragon Pulse. But anyway, it did... Ha-cha-cha, she did what she could do. We're gonna bring out Bubble Buddy, who was awesome. Gonna take this 1,000 arrows. He pretty much decided to let his Zygarde go down. We're going for the liquidation. Stab liquidation, it's neutral. Plus, you know, well, water bubble. Yeah, that thing goes down really easy. Bubble Buddy, putting in some work. So let's see, who do we still have? We still have Kamo-o, Silvally. I think that's it. So it's 3 on however many on his side. So he sends out the Golem. I know I could maybe take it out with a liquidation, but I'm not sure that I'd outspeed it, so I swap into Kamo-o. Claire the Kamo-o. We have to take a double edge, which should be galvanized. Yeah, not very effective. We resisted with Claire. And he takes some recoil damage, which is good. So I have to hope I hit a Sky Uppercut on this thing. And we're going to take an Earthquake pretty well. Pretty well. It's not Stab, but it's still Earthquake. We're pretty bulky. So we take this thing out with a Sky Uppercut, which is good. I wasn't sure if it would be enough to take it out because of its high defense. Oh no, we didn't take it out. Sorry, I can't see from here. It actually lived on like a couple of HP. So... okay, so I figure at this point I could go for Sky Uppercut again, but I don't want to risk the miss, and he might switch into Ninetales because who knows why, so I went for Poison Jab and took it out. Probably not good that I revealed it, but we weren't going to outspeed a Ninetales anyway, so yeah, see, he sends out the Ninetales. I figured he might go for Ice Shard. He doesn't even need to go for Ice Shard, though, because we're so much slower than it. So it goes for a Moonblast. I just let Claire go down. She did pretty much all she can do. There were no other Pokemon that I needed to save Claire for, so it's fine. So now Ninetales is within pretty good range. So I'm going to send out Bubble Buddy, because I can take a hit from it just fine. We're going to be slower than it, but it's going to go for a Moonblast. It'll do decent damage. It actually does really good damage because he gets the crit. But I figure there's no one else I need to save Bubble Buddy for. So we're alright. We can take it out with a liquidation. I wasn't sure. I could have used Leech Life to get back some HP, but I was not sure it would do enough to take it out because it would be resisted. So we get some leftovers recovery, and Nips' last Pokemon is his own Araquanid, Aristotle. And this is where the match gets really funny. We have the exact same moveset, and I think the same EV spread. I think his has better IVs in general, but we must have better speed IVs. So we have a few turns here where we're picking identical moves. Like, I went for Leech Life. You see I outspeed. But I'm a lot weaker in terms of attack compared to his. So he goes for Leech Life. It does considerably more. So at this point I'm thinking, alright, so much for trying to get health back. I'm just going to lower this thing's attack so much so that if I go out into Silvally, even if I can't one-shot with it, it won't be able to do a whole lot to hurt me. So this is where things get interesting. Or boring, depending on your view of things. So we're going to go for the Lunge. I'm going to start lowering its attack with Lunge. Sorry, my hand is getting tired there. And he chose to do the same thing. So we're in pretty much a mirror match here. It was really, really amusing. And, of course, we both have leftovers, so... same thing. Yeah, I have the same moveset and EV spread, probably because I got the whole idea to use Araquanid in the first place from watching Nips' video on it. So, yeah. Again, though, his has a superior attacking power, but apparently mine's just naturally fast. So, cool. That helps out a little bit in this match, because I can be sure to get off at least one more lunge before I go down. Okay, was it at this point? At some point I figured, though, alright, you know what, I'd better put a timer on this guy's life, because he's gonna keep restoring HP. He could go for some Leech Life, so I'm gonna go for Toxic. And he goes for Toxic as well, which is pretty hilarious. We really were, at almost every turn, we were doing the same attacks as each other, so that was fun. Okay, so I think this was the point. Yeah, at this point, though, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna lunge until I get KO'd. Or until, you know, something happens. Until one of us crits. Okay, so I go for lunge again. This might be the last turn that I'm alive, or there's one more. I can't quite remember. So the attack falls, so he goes for Leech Life. So now he's trying to get health back. Now I think I went back and watched his comments on the stream. He was thinking I had Mimikyu left, so I guess he was trying to stock up on health, and he was figuring that, you know, he could maybe survive a hit and then do enough damage because Mimikyu would still be very low. He could still do enough damage to take me out. But of course, I have my Electric-type Silvally left, so I know that pretty much all I have to do, I can't switch into it, but pretty much all I have to do is just wait for Bubble Buddy to go down naturally. And then the game should be mine. So it goes for another Leech Life. That is enough to finally take me out. He's at, what, -5 attack or something like that at this point. So I'm feeling pretty good. And the toxic damage is starting to rack up. I mean, he's got the leftovers to slow it down, but toxic is getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, so we send out the Silvally, and I was pretty sure there was nothing that could happen. We're gonna win the game, but just to be sure, because Araquanid's pretty defensively bulky, and we do. We take out the Araquanid, and we win the game. That was so much fun. It was so exciting the whole time. It was a great game. So let me go ahead and turn the lights back on now. Lit and shirt. Okay, guys, so yeah, that was awesome. It was a great battle. It was so exciting to actually get chosen in the raffle to battle Nips and then to win. And I ended up he ended up trading me a three perfect IV Delmise. Let me go show it for you guys. I won't switch to the recording 3DS because I'm right here. So let me go over this way. Let's see, where did I put it? Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah. Max in everything except for defense. So pretty awesome. Let's see, what's this nature? Brave nature and steelworker ability. Delmise is pretty cool. I might give it a try. In retrospect, I think I really wanted to have a Drampa, but I'll get that eventually. I have Moon. I could get a Delmise also, but apparently those seem to be kind of annoying to fish for, and there's a lot of Magikarp to go through. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This was not quite how I intended the first episode of Wi-Fi Battles to go, because I was hoping you'd get a nice quality recording, but instead you ended up having to watch cheap footage of my 3DS, but that's an SD card problem. The remaining battles that I do in this series will be recorded live, or to be sure, everything will be going on my recording 3DS. I will record the battles live so that you can get the nice high-quality footage that you deserve to see, but I just had to include that because that was cool. I mean, I love watching Nips. He's awesome. He gave me some, through his videos, he gave me some great ideas for some of these Pokemon I'm using right now. Mostly the idea for Araquanid, and just looking at how he ran an Electric-type Silvally at one point, and I don't know. So he gave me some great ideas, so I just thought it was awesome that I got to battle him, and I just wanted to show that off, in spite of the fact that the footage was kind of crummy. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you would like to battle me, go ahead and leave your friend code in the comment section, and either your Skype or some other means to communicate. You can even just do it through Facebook comments or Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, it's over there. Or message me on Facebook. There's YouTube, and there I am on Twitch. I will probably be doing some battles live. But yeah, if you want to battle me, leave your friend code in the description, and I'll contact you in some way. Alright guys, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this first episode of Wi-Fi Battles, and I will see you in the next one.